In today's video, we will learn how to write paragraph. Like earlier also, I have taught you how to write paragraphs, but it is a little different. It's a paragraph on our country, India, and the India that you want to see. Understood? The paragraph is based on how we want to see our motherland India by 2047. Who doesn't want his country to be a developed country? Understood? We don't want it to be no more developing country. We want it to be a developed country. We want India to be a developed country. Why? It is the wish of each and every citizen of a country like India to have a country where there will be no poverty, where there will be no illiteracy, where there will be no unemployment, where there will be no lack of peace, security, where there will be a lot of prosperity, where people will always have smiles on their faces. Understood? So, you dream of a country like a country, you dream of a country which will have all these things. When you talk about India by 2047, all we just see is what do you want to see India like, or it's on how you will see India by 2047. Understood? As you all know that India is a peace-loving country. What kind of country is peace-loving? Understood? Peace-loving country. We all are, India is famous to the people all over the world. India is known. Almost all the people all over the world know that India is a peace-loving country. Why? It is because Indians do not behave badly, or Indians do not ill-treat their neighbors or people from all over the world. It is written in the holy books of India. What is written? Atithi Deva Bhava. Indians see their guests as God or as representative of gods. So they will go the way of all earth to see them happy, to keep them happy. To them, their guests are God. You get it? So, a country like India should make progress in each and every field. India has made a lot of progress in different fields. We have succeeded in doing a large number of things. Ever since we got civilization, understood, we developed like anything. If you look at the beginning of India, you cannot say India was an underdeveloped country at its birth. Why? Because when the British ruled our country, they understood that India was a country of the Berbers. We were barbarians. But when the Indus Valley civilization was found out, was discovered, excavated, they understood that we were an old civilization. India was one of the oldest civilizations in the world. That is 2500 BCE. That is before the birth of Jesus Christ. It existed, a civilization as modern India existed 2500 BCE, before the birth of Christ. So Nobody can now fool us saying that you people are Berbers. But Indians, especially there was one Englishman, his name was James Mill, who described India as a country of Berbers. India, he divided Indian history into three parts. What? One is, old, and then India under British rule, the modern period, and the medieval. But in reality, India was as developed as other civilizations, developed civilizations in the world. You get it? So, the future of a country like India should be as bright as it was in the past. We had a very bright heritage, isn't it? So we want India to be as developed as all the developed countries in the world, like USA, France, Germany, England, Australia, Canada. Understood? Do you want to lag behind? No. We want everything in our country. How can you be, a developed country? How can you, I'm asking you a question, how can you be, or how can you make your country a developed country by 2047? You can make your country a developed country by 2047. How? If I give you point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, point number 4, point number 5, point number 6, point number 7, point number 8, point number 9, point number 10. Suppose 10 points. What? India will be what?
A developed country.
A developed country by 2047. The first sentence you can read. India will be a developed country. India is going to be one of the developed countries in the world by 2047. Number 1, sentence number 1. Sentence number 2.
And literacy rate.
India will make progress in each and every field of excellence. Understood? Like I have already said, ever since we got independence on 15th August 1947, India didn't stop making progress. We have succeeded in doing a large number of things. What are the things? We have climbed up to the top of Mount Everest. We have conquered the space. We have succeeded in launching what? Or in sending satellites. Now India is leading in the fair field of space. Understood? Space technology also. We have also succeeded in going to the depth of the sea. We have done a lot of progress. We have made a lot of progress in almost all the fields. Understood? Is there any problem? Understood? Now, if you have understood everything, if I tell you everything, if I explain all the things, entire picture with a big smile on my face, it's positive attitude. You must maintain it. Life is full of problems. Sometimes you may have problems like that, like the phone fail. Understood? So, the sentence number you want is India will be a developed country by 2047. 2047. Then it will be one of the strongest countries. Understood? It will be what? Self-dependent. Not only in food, but also in it will not only be a self-dependent country, or it will not only be self-dependent in food, but also will be industrially developed. Understood? India will not only be self-dependent in food, understood, but also industrially developed. Understood? India will have 100% literacy. Why am I saying this? Because, to speak the truth, a country like India has not yet succeeded in making Indians 100% literate. Why? There are states in the country where the light of education has not yet reached. Here, maybe there are different, topography, geographical condition. Understood? There are many tribes like the Tutus living in the northeastern states. Do you know what do? They, it's true. I got a job in Olympic school in Kohima, Nagaland, and I know about their culture, and there are many schools in Nagaland where the Bengali speaking teachers go to teach in their English medium schools, and I was one of them. Understood? And I came to know about a particular tribe, and that tribes were known as Tutus. I don't know whether they still are doing this or not. A lot was written about them. What they used to do was, after their parents died, if they had lost their parents or if their parents died, they used to keep their bodies hanging from the ceiling and waited for the body to rot. And they fed on the rotted, understood, on the flesh that, what can I say? I have no words to say. They used to wait for the dead body to rot. And you know what? They used to consume. That's how they consume the human body. Can you believe it? Is it possible? Yes. If there are tribes, things like that can be. They have a culture. It's a part of their customs. And India is a country of thousands of races, of thousands of tribes and cultures. People of different religions, people of different cultures, understood, mingle or live on the same soil of India. And you will be surprised to know in India, more than 1,000 languages are spoken, including local dialects. More than 1,000 languages. Can you believe it? So, what will you say? India will be a developed country by
2047.
Why don't you write? Take the copy and write. It will be good for you. India will be a developed country by
47.
2047. India will not only be self-dependent in food, but also be industrially developed nation. It will have world class, it will have 100% literacy. Understood? It will also have world-class health care facilities. Understood? For its citizens. You get it? Did you like all the points of it? Then what points can you add? Hello? What more points should be added? What points do you think you should add?
The literacy rate will be.
Literacy, it will be 100% literate by 2047 because India will take every step, understood, to reach the light of education to each and every house. Understood? It will, by then the light of education will be reaching each and every home. Understood? In India. Then
The beggars should be educated. The beggars.
beggars should be educated. That's the reason India will be 100% literate. Literacy. There will be 100% literacy. Understood? Then India will be a country where there will be 100% literacy with world-class health care facilities. People will no more fly
there will
outside or to different countries. Understood?
for a checkup.
For
Checkup.
health checkup, either for health checkup or for treatment. Right? Then what are the other things that can make India a self or a developed countries?
There will be health free checkup.
India will lead scientific research. You need to talk about scientific research. India will lead in the field of scientific researches. Understood? Clear? Then
They have freedom fighters.
India will also excel in the field of sporting activities. Games like Olympics, World Cup, Asian Games, understood, will be Asian Games, Olympics and World Cups will be dominated by India. Am I right? So do you find it difficult to understand how the paragraph should be written? Have I given you a very clear idea? Please tell me no. Why
Yes.
don't you raise your head?
Yes.
Do you find it difficult
No.
anymore? Will writing a paragraph be difficult for you?
No.
Is it very clear now? Should I write it one by one or you can write? You have already written. Written. So just tell me what you have written. And now will it be very easy for you to describe? India will be made poverty free. It's not necessary. Why? Because India would be food secure, right? It will be self-dependent in food. It will be highly what? Industrialized nation. Then India will have 100% literacy with world-class health facilities. Is that clear? Are the points enough? Will they be helping you to write? India will lead in the field of researches. It will make its own satellites. It will conquer the space. Understood? India has already succeeded in reaching the western part of moon, right? And India's next mission is to send a satellite to the Mars. By 2047, India will be leader in almost each and every field of, understood, activity. Is that clear? So, do you think this is how you can conclude your paragraph? Is it okay? Will it be okay? Fine. Will these points help you to write the paragraph very easily? Can you write it? Can you add some more points? Understood? You can easily add and you can write. See, all I have to do, I have to make your fear go up. If you are given a topic like this, most of the students will start living in fear. They will think, oh my God, how can I write? But it is really very easy for you to write a paragraph like that. Okay, the next topic is, what is the next topic? Can you tell me?
Write a letter
Write a letter to the editor. Write a letter
to the officer in charge
oh,
of.
write W-R-I-T-E. Write a letter. Write a letter to the officer. O-F-F-I-C-E-R. Write a letter to the officer
In charge.
in charge of your local police station. P-O-L-I-C-E. Police station. Complaining about recent increase. I-N-C-R-E-A-A-C. Increase in anti-social activities. Anti-social activities in your
area.
or locality, right? Understood? So this is the letter, no? But writing is quite easy. How will you start your letter? Write a letter to the officer in charge. Which part of the letter will you take? Which part? Can you tell
Officer
me?
in charge.
What?
Officer in charge.
No, I will take certain part from this letter. What are the parts?
Officer
Officer what?
in charge.
I will take two. The officer in charge below you. Understood? Your local station, our local, Kollani. Understood? Our local police station, Kollani, Goyashpur. Understood? Ariba police station, Kollani. Then below we can write Kollani over here, right? Do you get me what I'm saying? Or you can write Kollani
Police station.
Kollani over here. Then you have to leave a space for subject. Will you please write? You have already written. Very good boy. So should I rub this? You have already seen. So I am taking this part. To then and then officer in charge. Up to this I am taking. Clear? I am rubbing it. So what shall I do now? What shall I do? First I must write 2, right? What should I write?
2.
We have already seen this in the heading also. Write a letter to the officer in charge. Means I am taking 2. Putting comma, then writing the officer in charge. O double F-I-C-E-R, officer, I-N, in, like this, hyphen, charge, C-H-A-R. Then, which police station, which area? Our area, Kollani. Right? Here, Kollani. What is this? Kollani. Nodia. Clear? Okay. Then what will you write here? You have to write subject. What was the letter about? What was the letter about?
Complaining.
Recent increase in antisocial activities. Am I right or not? What is it about? It's about recent increase in antisocial activities. So the subject will be recent increase in anti-social activities in our locality or area. Understood? Is that clear? Yes, yes. What will you write? Subject. The subject will be, you can either write, there are many ways to write. You have to, when you are writing subject, you have to mention the topic on which the letter is based. And the topic is recent increase in antisocial activities in our area or locality. Is that clear? So what will you do? There are two types of subjects people write. There are people who write prayer for, looking into, recent increase. Some people write prayer for looking into. Do you understand? Prayer for looking into recent increase in antisocial activities in our area. When you are writing this letter, putting or making the subject like this, recent increase in antisocial activities, you are writing the purpose behind writing this letter. Hello? The purpose behind writing this letter is to see the subject. And what is the subject? The subject is recent increase in antisocial activities. Are you getting me what I am saying? When you are writing recent increase in antisocial activities, when the letter goes with the subject recent increase in antisocial activities in our area, it means when it reaches the officer in charge of your local police station, the officer in charge will understand that there is a problem like this in your area, or your area is facing a problem like this. This is why they will send police force. You get it what I am saying? So, if you think, if you write it to make it very easy to understand for the person you are writing the letter to, you are making the biggest mistake. You are making the biggest mistake. So, you are absolutely wrong. So, you can, even if you write like that, there is no problem. The person you are writing the letter to will automatically understand your intention behind writing the letter. You understand? So, recent increase in antisocial activities in your area. You get it what I am saying? So, recent increase in antisocial activities in our area. Then, what will you write? Subject is, then you have to start your letter. Start. Understood? How will you write? First, you have to write, sir, I get to inform you that. You can write. And then, should I erase this part? I am writing from here. You have already understood? You have already written that. And after that, I am going to rub it, and then I am going to start writing what I should. Sorry. I have got cold actually. Many days. Now, what will you write? First, you have to start your letter. To start your letter, you have to write, sir, I beg to inform you that there are many ways to start. Some people write, with benign submission, I beg to inform you that. I beg to draw your kind notice to the fact that there are many people who write so many types of, they start their letter in various ways. Understood? And I must give you the simplest way, understood, to start your letter. When you begin writing, you begin your letter, understood, using a very easy way to start. And how will you start? You start like that. There are people who write, with benign submission, I beg to inform you that. With, I beg most respectfully to state that. With due respect, I beg to state that. There are many people who write so many things to start their letters. But here, to start this letter, what should I do? I must write, sir, I beg to inform you that. Why are you writing I beg to inform you that? Because you want to introduce yourself. You want to first say who you are and from which area you are writing the letter, or to which area you belong. Understood? Unless and until you say who you are, how can you make the officer in charge of your rural police station understand it is that area which needs his help? Understand? Oh yes. See, so you have to begin your letter. What should you do? I have to inform you that I am Shubhajit. I am Shubhajit. E-R-A-D-H-A-T. I am Shubhajit Pradhan, a resident, right? Of, I am Shubhajit Pradhan, resident of which area?
Calcutta. Yeah, Kalyani.
Which locality? F block. Understood? F block. Understood? Or you can write, this is Novo Bhutan Palli Kollam, right? I beg to inform you that Shubhajit Pradhan, a resident of Novo Kollani. Recently, there is increase. Understood? Recently, there is an increase. Recently, there is an increase in the anti-social activities in our area. Is that clear? Have I made it very clear to you? Have you written it? Recently there is an increase in the antisocial activities in our area. You know, if the area that you live in is experiencing an increase in the antisocial activities, so what will be the impact of the antisocial activities on the people that live in that area? What will be the impact of it on the people? Can you tell me the impact of the antisocial activities in the area where you live? What will be the impact of the antisocial activities?
The homes were robbed.
People will not feel safe. Understood? People will not
Feel safe.
feel safe to either go somewhere or to do something or to come home and go outside. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, should I rub and write on the top? Because lowering my head and write is quite difficult. So I am writing again from here. So, what should you write? As a result, people do not feel safe people do not feel safe. Understood? They always live in fear of they always live in fear of
Thieves.
they always live in fear of being robbed. Understood? Do you understand what is
Yes.
they always fear of
Being robbed.
attacked? You can write they always live in fear of being attacked by them. Do you understand? They always live in fear of being attacked by
Them.
them. The antisocials here antisocial elements snatch the people snatch valuables. The antisocial elements snatch valuables antisocial elements and valuables at gunpoint. Do you understand?
Yes.
Have you written? At gunpoint.
Gunpoint. Yes.
They also indulge in activities like gambling, gamblings, robbery. Clear? They indulge in activities like gambling and robbery. They as they indulge in as they indulge in activities like gambling, and robbery. Clear? As they indulge in activities like gambling and robbery,
Etc.
people fear go out of their houses at night. Is that clear? If you add more points, you can do that. But it's no use using many points. There are many antisocial activities that you can add. Different kinds of activities. It's not necessary. Okay. Made out. How to end your letter? How will you end your letter now? To end your letter, you have to write, I therefore request you to please do something I therefore request you to,
Cool.
what will you do
Do something.
about it? You can write, you can either write, I therefore request you to do something about it. Understood? Or you can write, I shall be highly obliged. OBLIGED. Right? Or you can write, I shall be highly obliged. OBLIBD. I shall be highly obliged if
You will help me.
you do something to free our area from invisible enemy. If you
Do something.
If you do something to free our area from anti-social elements. Your state then you can write to me. Understood? Did you understand how the letter is created? Is there any problem? I shall be highly obliged. You can write this also. How you can write? You have got this? Then you can write another way to end your letter. I therefore request you can either write hello, I therefore request you, or you can write your good self. I therefore request you to say hello. I therefore request your listener to do something. Yeah. I therefore request your listener to arrest them. Or you can write to put
Allegation.
the antisocial activities in check. Understood? I therefore request you, or I therefore request your listener to put the antisocial activities in check. Clear? You can write to put the antisocial activities in check. Understood? You can either write this, or you can write there, or you can write arrest them
As soon as possible. Arrest them as soon as possible.
arrest them as quickly
As positively.
understood? Understood? Possible. To restore peace and security in our area. To restore peace and security, do you understand? Understood? Or you can say, I therefore request you to arrange them to help the people live at peace.
এটা ইজি আছে,
Huh?
এটাই ইজি আছে।
This is the easiest. Very good. So, this is how you can write letter and paragraph. If you have liked my class, you share it with those you love. Thank you. That's all.